Sustainability is a term that's used quite loosely, so let me first start by telling you what it means to me. It is the ability to meet our own needs without compromising that of the future generation, what we also call intergenerational well-being. Now let's talk about sustainable entrepreneurship. I believe that entrepreneurship is the answer to most of the pressing problems that we face today. And I believe that to my core, because where most of the world sees failures and problems, entrepreneurs see the exact same thing and they see solutions and opportunities. As entrepreneurs, we create solutions to problems that we care about, and hence our actions create impact. I came across an interesting quote I wanted to share with you by George Bernard Shaw. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world, and the unreasonable one persists to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. The truth is, it takes a lot to jump off your career track and to risk everything that you have and that you could possibly have to will something into existence that has never existed before. For me, it was the menace of India's plastic pollution. People freely eating out of plastic plates and cups, not understanding the negative health impacts, throwing them here and there, littering, not caring about where all this waste ended up. I understand that in reality, we cannot eliminate plastic use from our day-to-day activities. So today, I specifically want to draw your attention to plastic packaging, or what we call single-use plastic, because I feel that this is low-hanging fruit. According to the UN, plastic packaging accounts for nearly half of all plastic waste globally. Much of this plastic is thrown away within minutes of its first use. We're all guilty of this. When was the last time you shopped online or ordered food? When eating out of that plastic container, did any of you ever stop to think that there was more than just food you ordered going into your mouth? We all know plastic can take up to thousands of years to decompose. The first straw you ever use is lying in that landfill and will outlive you and probably your children too. Plastics have played an important role in human progress and development, but we must question what role they have in the future. Here are some scary facts if you didn't know them already. 9.1 billion tons of plastic are said to have been manufactured since the material was discovered in the 1950s. Globally, only 9% of plastic is recycled, 12% is incinerated, and a whopping 79% ends up in landfills. In India, where we account for almost 18% of the world's population, we produce 26,000 tons of plastic waste on a daily basis. I decided to become an entrepreneur in 2009 and take on India's plastic challenge. We are India's first and largest sustainable packaging company, a one-stop shop for products that are eco-friendly, 100% natural, and biodegradable. So our three guiding principles. One is safety. We set out to create a product that allows humanity to eat safely by maintaining the nutritional value of the food that you put in it. And it's safe for the environment too, as it's certified 100% backyard biodegradable. The second, impact. With sustainability built into the DNA of our organization, we are able to create positive environmental and social outcomes for all our stakeholders. 3 is authenticity. There is so much greenwash that exists, but the way in which the climate crisis is accelerating, we can only afford for authentic solutions. So every claim that we make on our product is backed by a certification. When we started this journey, there was very little awareness about the harmful effects of plastic. There were no plastic bans, educational campaigns, or any advocacy or incentives for businesses or individuals to behave differently. Cheap oil prices have led to proliferation of plastic production and usage. Yet the devastation caused to the natural environment and the harmful effects on human and animal health went unnoticed. We used the waste of locally sourced agricultural crops and converted into disposable tableware and packaging for use in food services, medical care, and industrial packaging. Our products are 100% natural, compostable, and biodegrade within a 90-day period. So very simply, if you put one of our products in soil, cover it with soil, it breaks down into soil in 90 days. And we source all our raw material locally, therefore keeping our carbon footprint low. 7 years old when I started this business, new to Delhi, my Hindi wasn't great, but I still managed to navigate through the heart of the city and persuade generational traders to ditch plastic and start using what we make instead. I persevered and made sure that our organization disrupted a commoditized packaging industry. I recall going to a supermarket in Gurgaon and asking the store owner if he would store our products and sell it, and I was categorically told that our product would never sell. So I said sure, and I continued onwards and upwards to build a market and gain market share. Bottom line, you must have conviction in your vision. We introduced a new concept, a new product, a new price point, with the beauty that obviously it was good for you and the environment. We came up with this idea way before any Swachh Bharat campaigns and at a time when none of my stakeholders were familiar with terminology such as biodegradable or compostable. We had to start educating and creating awareness at a grassroots level. Over the years, we've worked with RWAs, which are resident welfare associations, schools, colleges. We've engaged with communities to build awareness and to encourage people to behave differently. We are 1.3 billion people, and we all need to behave more responsibly for us to see the change that we so desperately need. I'm really proud of the impact our work has created over our 11-year journey. We've shown that for every dollar invested in the company, there is a $2.5 return. We've displaced over 300 million pieces of single-use plastic. 100% of our revenues derive from a circular economy model. 30% of our team are women. And the best thing about growth is that we get to scale our impact. In 2019, I had the honor of receiving the Nari Shakti Puraskar, which is the highest civilian honor from the President of India. And I was told that this isn't for what you have done, but for what you can do. And obviously, this has fueled me to do even more. All this growth and success has come with its fair share of challenges. Being a founder is a daily challenge. I strive every day to make our company the best it can be. There are days when risks pay off, and the others where they don't. But these are the days that we learn, we improve, and we strive to be even better. Ultimately, good decisions come from experience. But you gain experience when you learn from your bad decisions. So the important thing is to always keep learning. My personal learning has been to laugh, to be thick-skinned, to pick my battles, and to move on. Bottom line, I've built something that positively impacts people and planet, and that's what drives me to carry on. Whatever your idea may be, in your business, purpose and profit have to go hand in hand. Sustainability for business or for our communities and for us as individuals is an absolute must. We are at a turning point in the history of this planet. We need action, we need awareness, we need businesses, policymakers to take this on in a big way. And I say this not just because the planet needs it, but because consumers today are attracted to companies that have purpose and they are becoming more and more values driven. Your consumer is the Greta Thunbergs of the world. They're my children who are 8 and 10 who come home and say that we can't burn crackers because it's going to give you a cough. That we can't burn ravan because it's going to cause air pollution. There is increasing scrutiny from consumers, employees, investors, and so on the role of businesses in addressing the world's most pressing problems that we face today, which is climate change. Leadership teams that build sustainability into their DNA and organizations are better able to deliver financial value and wider stakeholder impact. Businesses need to see sustainability as an immense value addition and as an opportunity. Now is the time to shape these sustainable organizations. Sustainable organizations are purpose-led businesses which inspire their people and partners to deliver lasting financial performance, equitable impact, and societal value that earns and retains the trust of all stakeholders. Infuse these very values into your team. Your team is extremely important. We is greater than I. Your guiding principles need to be the soul of your organization. As CEO and founder, I ensure that I communicate my values through my actions to all my stakeholders. I strongly believe that the alignment has allowed us to remain steadfast and create impact, and will continue to do so because the key to a successful enterprise is its people. Finally, the world is better than it's ever been before, but you know what? That's not good enough. So we're counting on all of you here today to go out and find solutions to the biggest challenges that we face. I hope I leave you here thinking about what change it is that you want to lead. Thank you.